Hey there, it's Anthony, and I'm a freelance web designer here to share with you tips and tricks on how to level up your Divi web design game. And in this video, I'm going to share with you how to create a custom footer with the Divi theme builder. So right here we've got our website. It's blank. We don't have any kind of content yet in the body of it, but we've got our custom header, which is in a previous video. And we want to go ahead and create this custom footer because by default, Elegant Themes and Divi comes out with this kind of placer footer. It's very basic. It's got Elegant Theme branding on it. And if you're wanting to take this serious either for yourself, because this is your website you're creating, or because you're designing it for clients, you'll want to have this a little different. So we're going to go up here and we're going to go into the dashboard. And we're going to manage this in the theme builder. So down here on Divi and theme builder. And then again, as I mentioned in a previous video, we've already done the custom header, but we're going to go ahead and do the custom footer right here. So we're going to click on add global footer and let's build a global footer. And then we're just going to build from scratch because as the time of this recording, Elegant Themes doesn't have any kind of header footer section that's on these themes that they, the frameworks that they provide as far as those templates. So let's go ahead and insert a row. And then I'm just going to go ahead and let's insert an image. This can differ largely from any of the projects that you're doing, but traditionally, of course, you'll have your logo, you'll have a copyright, you'll have designed by, something like that. In fact, we could just go in here and add in a text module and say all rights reserved, if it is reserved. And then this would be a good place to say something like, in fact, let's go ahead and do, and then we'll go ahead and say copyright 2021. And then let's go ahead and center that. And then what I like to do is I'd like to actually add in a, and of course, it's a no-brainer, right? But website designed by, let's type in something like that right there. Kind of shrink this a little bit. And if you want, you can make one of these stand out a little bit so it looks a little different. Of course, be conscious of your client because maybe they don't want you to do that, right? But then I also like to put in a login here. Let's make that not as bold. We don't need that bold, but we can go ahead and do that. If you want to make it, you can say admin login, something like that. And for this here, of course, you'll want to link it to your login page, whatever that might be. And right here, of course, you want to link that to your site. So people, if they are interested in it, they can go ahead and click on your links. So let's type in that right there. So that's hyperlinked in. People can click on it and go there. I'm actually going to shrink that up just a little bit. So then we've got our footer for the most part. Now, one of the big components here that you want to put in all of your footers is your terms and conditions. There's tons of resources out there, but that's not what this video is about. Let's go ahead and add in one more section here. And I'm going to shrink this up as small as I can. And then I'm going to add a row, and I'm actually going to shrink this up as pretty much small as I can. I'll probably put this down to just about there, so it's just a little bit of a cushion. And then I'm going to add in some text. And of course, you can type in your privacy policy too if you want, terms and conditions. So I'm going to center this, and I'm actually going to change this footer to a different color. I'm going to go ahead and have this black, and then I will change this terms and conditions. Let's go ahead and change this to white, something like that. And if you don't want that to stand out so much because it is a little bit large, maybe you'd bump it down, smaller text right there. And then that is it. It's looking really good. Let's go ahead and just save it right there. And then we'll exit out of that. Save changes just to make sure we have that. Now we have our global header and our footer, and let's just go back to the site and take a look. And there we have it. So of course, if you can see the imaginary lines, right, we have our header up here, and we have a shadow that's actually casting down so we can see where that section stops, and then our body, and then we have our global footer right here. So again, that's how to create that custom footer. I hope that this was helpful and useful, and stay tuned for our next video. Thanks.